puts up a tough shot. Bounces around. Goes in at the buzzer. Working it down to 2-1. A deep three. Oh!
It's population.
That's how you win a game.
It's population. We hustle every day to find picks. You can tell us if you want to get rich. It's population. We robbing Underdog and PrizePicks. We the best in this biz. You ain't telling us shit. It's population. We love making money quick, fast. Cooking up a team card. The whole crew about to smash. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash. The dopest team you ever seen. Winning money, stacking G's. Boogie setting traps, but they'll never catch me. Some people get addicted like rats to the cheese, but I got one obligation to bring Johnny to his knees. Holding back the props till the morning he knows. They'll be fishing in the shack, plotting nukes with the bros. Only with crowd, never reload. Underrated to my amigos. We go with honest, we seeking the bloods. We know when a fucking cheat code. Party that I'm sweating, it can't be good for my health. Some may call it making bets, I call it investing in myself. I'm picking props like stocks, population for the win. Got my sips in by the buzzer now, let the games begin.
Unbelievable. Just perfect. He did it.
It's population. It's population. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash.
Big Joshua.
Yo, what is up, guys?
He is on a scale from 1 to 10 on the sleep meter, a being awake meter, 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 10?
I'd say 2.8.
Oh, that's not too bad. You've been 1. You've been 1.5. 2.8 is not bad, bro. We got you. All right, cool. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow you're gonna be good.
And I assume it's a big
Yep, big Friday.
a big slate.
And then I bet you UFC is probably in the morning, huh? Early and shit. I don't even know.
You know what, man? I might just take
Life decisions, bro. These are big decisions right here.
I might just take Friday off, bro.
Hey, guess what? You should. If you're feeling like that, bro, you definitely should, because we know how you are.
I just want to enjoy. I mean, UFC. We're gonna talk about UFC at the end here.
Yeah.
So those who are just here for NBA, we'll do that in the beginning. And I don't have much, man. It's a small slate, and we're coming off a huge night. And one of my rules, man, I just go light the next day on a huge after a huge night. Actually, man, it's been a huge week. Let's quickly talk about it.
Yeah.
How many? I call them nukes, but really they're like free squares on Aussie we had in a row over the span of a week. I think it started over the weekend with Doolittle's PRA, his first game back, right? And then we caught him again, second game. He wasn't starting.
Yeah.
And then we got Taco Fall PRA under. That was another free square. And then it was which one was it after that?
I'm gonna look on my Dabo account. In fact, actually, Dabo's
There was
not
another
a big one for me. But
we went another one.
We went under Dang. Who did we play with Dang that day? Was it the Doolittle?
That was the Doolittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That is when it started, because we were pissed the night before because dumbass Dang. Dang did it to us twice, and then that's when the whole streak happened. After Dang got us twice. I can't believe he got us twice. But remember, look at how that is, bro. Isn't that crazy? How the betting gods did that to us? They said, look, here, have this couple dangs to your face. Pause as fuck.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
But then it was like, okay, the winning streak just totally flipped. And then they started giving us all those other ones. Damn. Have we even had... I think there was only one night in between there that wasn't like a free square play night. It was one of those times.
Yeah, it was like the Adelaide game.
Actually, it was one game. It was the late game of that day. Because that day, that's actually the start of it. I think.
Right.
What you looking at? Euro?
Euro, while we talk about this. And then, so after that, what was that? Like 4 in a row? Then the big night was last night. Because PJC were coming back from suspension.
Yeah.
We loaded up, man. And it was epic. I mean, we almost got burned on the most crazy assist night I've ever seen in NBL. For a guy who doesn't play make. He's like a 3-point shooter. Had like 12 assists. Wow.
And
Epic.
Sam was going crazy. He just threw it to Sam, and Sam went off. And Taco even came through at the last minute too with low amount of minutes. I'm trying to see
he did.
what all these plays. So I think it's been four days of free squares.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't really realize how dope Aussie was until I came around. Shit, it was before break, but you found someone was coming back. It's the same scenario. Someone's coming back. They don't change the line. The normal starter is actually coming off the bench, and they leave his line the same. And I want to say, weren't we going under Sam's rebounds for a while?
Yeah.
I think it was
because he wasn't starting it. They were going more with Taco. Yep.
That's what it was. I think that was my first thing. And then they threw a dude named CD in there, and you were like, why the fuck is this guy here? Let's go under him too. And that was my first time to realize how fucking ridiculous the props were they're giving. Is this the first year they've been just... Oh, I know what it is. It's Dabble, bro.
It's Dabble.
It's Dabble. The Dabble exclusives.
The Dabble exclusive. Ian Hummer, bro, coming off the bench. They have him at 7.5 rebound line. The dude,
wow,
no joke, has a 0 stat line off the bench. And his rebound.
And even the other rebound dude that wasn't Mitch, that wasn't starting.
Yeah, he wasn't starting anymore.
4.5 for that dude not starting. Like, why did they take his assists off? It's like they looked at something. They took his assists off, but then they left his rebounds at 4.5.
Oh shoot, my bad, guys. Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Well, AOD's here. What's up, bro?
Your Pistons today, man.
Hey, AOD. The thing is, bro, you're we love it that you're chilling on the YouTube with us and shit, but we don't be seeing you in the Discord, bro. Oh my gosh, AOD, it's been fire in there, bro. You've been missing out, AO. You've been missing out on these Aussie nukes. Emerson says Johnny better grab the lube. We're coming for that ass. Jesus. Jeez. Holy hold on. Woo wee. Big Two's here. He says, let's fucking go. Whose birthday was it yesterday? Was it Big Two's birthday or something? Okay. Happy birthday, Big Two. I didn't get to tell you in the Discord. I thought it was. I caught it late. That's what's up. Hope you had a good one. J. Cole says, turn me up, TJ. Shorts must be ballin'. Nigel back from the grave. J. Cole says, Nigel back from the grave. And then he says, no, 4th foul after an 8-point heater. J. Cole's all up on it. J. Cole's everywhere. Cool. Right on. Well, we've all been balling out. I guess we're back talking a little NBA, although the other sports seem to be the ones that are easy with the free squares. NBA's like still a struggle, but still good. Struggle to find the value, but once you find it, it's still been good too.
Yeah.
So can't complain. Damn those unders, boy. Those unders, though.
Unders hit, man. Hey, but Mark Williams.
Yeah.
We did SGP yesterday with him.
That's true. And Cade has come through a few times. There's been some overs that are nice.
And then Giannis's SGP came through yesterday. All the flip plays parlays.
Yeah. But Giannis
was
the under.
Hit except Giannis is on PrizePicks. We did a team slip and took his dunks because he averages like 8 dunks versus his Magic, and he decided to just do layups yesterday, and he hooked with 3 dunks. He needed 4. But what are you gonna do? Harden State under field goal made.
Yes, that was the last one of the night. I remember, and everyone was stoked going to Australia with a smile on their face.
Yep.
AOD says, if I come in the Discord, do I need lube? It depends how you want the bookies, bro. It's up to you. Sometimes you want to do it raw with them. I don't know. It's up to you.
Let's get into it. AOD, your Pistons get banged up Pacers here, or thin, I should say. Matherin is suspended because he got ejected last game. Halliburton, I think, is he technically questionable? Is he gonna be out again? And they got to go to Detroit. So Pistons 1.5 point favorites, 228 total, not too bad. Quickly, touch on Cade here. If you were to redo the NBA draft, the number 1 picks over the last 5 years, let me name them off to you. Tell me who you would choose out of these guys who were picked number 1 if you were building a new team. Starting with DeAndre Ayton, Zion, Anthony Edwards, Cade, Paolo Banchero. We're not gonna. Wemby he's an alien. He doesn't count. We're gonna leave him out. He's one of a kind breed. And then Zachary is this year. I had to go look who was. I forgot who the number 1 pick was this year because he's so irrelevant, dude. Did you know it was Zachary for Atlanta?
Who?
Yeah, he was the number 1 pick. So I mean, guys, out of that, I know the popular pick would be Anthony Edwards because he's just a popular face in the pop media right now. But I'm going Cade out of all those guys, man. Ayton, Banchero, Anthony Edwards, Cade.
We can't give it to Ayton.
Huh?
Can't give it to Ayton.
No. Banchero, he's just not it, man. He's a good, I feel like he's a good secondary guy on a team.
Right.
I don't think he can be the guy.
No.
So, yeah. Cade, man. That's just crazy. I was just looking at it over the last 5-6 years, the number 1 picks. Ant's having a really bad year. I know he's putting up points, but he's not helping his team win. Okay, so we've been attacking the Pacers all season, but I was doing a deep dive the other day, and I was looking into why are the Pacers winning all of a sudden? Because they went on a winning streak, right? Remember how before holidays they were so bad, they were losing all their games, and they were getting torched defensively, and then they went on this 6-game win streak. But yeah, they started off so bad. They were losing they got blown out by the Pistons, blown out by the Raptors, lost to the Hornets. They were just bad. Well, it sounded like Rick Carlisle really got on them and changed up the whole defensive scheme, and so now they're running a zone a lot, and it's helping their defense. So their defense has really improved since they changed to that zone. I'm pretty sure it was right when this win streak started for them. See, the points allowed went way down relative to the beginning of the season. So something to take in mind. So Cade hasn't played them since they switched to this zone, so I don't know how it's really going to affect them. But let's just look at the data over the last. What is this? How many games is this? 15. We do last 7 or 15, how they rank defensively against guards and primary scorers. So let's do 7. So they're average over the last 7. 15. At average now. Before you could really attack them, they're allowing, looks like, the least fantasy to point guards too. Yeah, the least fantasy, the least rebounds, the least assists, or bottom 3 in assists allowed. So yeah, they changed it up, man. Because they were getting torched early in the season. Kind of a new makeup squad today, though. If Halliburton's out and Matherin's already out, so I don't know, man. Do we go with Cade here? 2 solid games against them. But again, that was beginning of the season when the Pacers were getting torched. His PRE is up there now, 41.5. He's been sitting around 39.5, 40.5. They're about average against every offensive plays and skill sets that he has. And are they still fouling a lot? Yeah. Still near top 5, so I don't know. How do we feel? Do we want to pay these juice? I mean, we could always do an SGP alt with this since his lines are so high, but
I love that.
yeah.
But Sometimes that's a little too much and not even worth it, but
Yeah. It's weird. Like, his potentials have gone down because his scoring has gone up. Like, beginning of the season, look at his assists, right? It was like crazy. And then now he's had quite a few games with like 5 or less assists. 5. Then he had 4 against the Knicks. He did get in foul trouble, but he just went crazy with the scoring, right? He just had screw passing, and he took 27 shots. Obviously, he's not going to do that every game. I think it really just depends on how his teammates around him are doing. If they're not scoring, he has to pick up the slack. So assists can't really be trusted as much as it was early in this season. And we looked at the data. They're allowing the 5th least assist to point guards right now since switching to the zone defense, new zone that they're running. So I don't know, might alt it. They're not allowing rebounds either, and his rebounds, man, he only had 6 rebound chances against the Knicks, 2 rebound. Yeah, and Pacers allowing 5th least rebounds to point guards too. Knicks are like near top 10 on that too, so might be a hard rebound spot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lukewarm on this, guys. And I'm not going to play any Pacers, so I might skip this game. Hate to say it, unless I just do an SG.
I don't blame you. I like it when you skip games.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like the spot up shooters like Malik and THJ are in a good spot because the Pacers looks like they're still giving up spot up 3-point shooting, although they're really actually holding it down. Or ranked 4th defensive rating against 3-ball, but they're still giving up spot up shooting. Yeah, they're not giving up 3-ball, huh? It's interesting. They were kind of like that last year too. When they were playing okay defense at times, they would shut down the spot up, catch and shoot threes a lot. So kind of makes sense. Same coach, same personnel, pretty much. Yeah, they're below average on the 3-point made. So I think I'm good, guys.
J. Cole says MTA sold the bag.
What do you mean?
I don't know. MTA sold the bag. MTA? I don't know who that is, but some Euro.
Oh, in overtime?
I don't know. Must be.
Dude, Tobias is killing his Ari's up there now. It's been sitting at 7.5, but he's been getting that like every game. So they finally bumped it to 8.5, and there's juice on the over on it too. So I'm good on that. Duren, how do we feel if he doesn't get in foul trouble head to head? Good games against Miles. 13, 14 points. It's a lot for Duren. How is his rebounding? His rebounding solid. So he's had some of his better games. If you want to consider him, he's in our casket list though, sealed tight. I will say though, if you like him, his PRA on Fliff has the best value, -135. Everywhere else it's like -140 or higher. Some places he's 22.5, like PrizePicks, ESPN Bet, DraftKings. So if you want to roll with Duren and hope he stays out of foul trouble and gets his normal 28 to 30 minutes, then Fliff is the way to go at 21.5 PRA. Or you could even consider his rebound at 9.5 on Fliff at -125. That's pretty much the same as Pinnacle. And his PR, Fliff has the best value on him for every line. His PR, his PRA. So if you like Duren, I wouldn't play him on PrizePicks. He's juiced on there. Any of the fantasy sites, I would just go with Fliff. So that's it, guys. I know it's not that much, but I mean, man, Nimbard, he sold. He missed 3 free throws. Like, how are you a guard and you're missing Looks like he's doing that a lot too. He's just not a good free throw shooter. 0 of 2, 2 of 5, 1 of 2. Looking like a center shooting out here, man. But his assists though, he had 9 assists on 16 potentials. So if Hallie's out, could definitely consider the assists. But he was 6.5 last game with Hallie out. He's 5.5 now. So I think the bookies are thinking that Halliburton's playing. Because why would they give us that line? They must know something about his status. So okay. Suns at Wizards. I did not look into this game at all, guys.
Nor should
We
you.
got the Big Nick debut. Nick Richards at center. So who knows what that's gonna look like? Minute wise, rotation wise, and like how they're gonna gel together.
Maybe live bet?
Maybe. Man, KD's all the way up to 30.5 points. That's crazy. Bro, he's been 25.5 all season long. Oh, you know what it is? Also, not only that it's the Wizards, it's a homecoming game for him too. He's from DC, obviously, and he's got all his friends and family will be there. I'm pretty sure he gets up for these games. Let's look at last year. Played like shit in that homecoming game. Well, it was a blowout. He only played 26 minutes, had 18 points. Maybe you consider first quarter, first half. He comes out on fire in front of a home crowd, and you kind of get around the blowout potential. But what is the line? 8.5. Woo. Woo. I mean, he is playing the whole first quarter, so 8.5 makes sense. I mean, guys who play the whole first quarter, like Tatum, AD, they're always around. They're going to be around like 8.5 points when they play the full 12 minutes. So, yeah, man, if you want, I would say if you want some fun homecoming narrative, I would say the first half points or first quarter points. If he comes out excited, motivated early. Just gotta hope D-Book doesn't try to spoil the show for him. They kind of switch off in the first quarter, so see some games D-Book will have it pop off. So okay, that's it. That's all I got for that, man. Suns are playing a little bit better on defense ever since they went through that 2-week period of being like the worst defensive rating team. We got a rematch here of a good game last time around. Cavs came back and won, right? Cavs at Thunder. This time it's in Oklahoma City. And, yeah. You just go ahead and take a look at what happened last game. I don't want to spend too much time on this. It should be a good game to watch. TNT game, 1 point spread, 233 total. It was a good game in the first meeting. Garland sealed the deal with that 3. They trapped Donovan Mitchell a lot. They had a lot of switches on him. He was in a torture chamber. Shot terrible, 3-16. But Garland carried him with the playmaking, scoring, and then obviously the front court with Mobley and Jared Allen. So both front courts really did well in this game. Jalen and Hartenstein too. Yeah, man. You're just gonna be paying a tax. You're gonna be paying for high lines for guys like SGA. How come is Hartenstein questionable? How come we don't have any props for him? Or is he out? I haven't checked that. I haven't seen anything. Are Or was he out last game too? Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with the rebounding here. For the Cavs, it's OKC, bottom two in rebounding. Mobley had 10. Jared Allen had 11. Do we have an offensive rebound prop? Three? Flat. I feel like that has high push potential for Jared Allen. He had 7? 8? Look at that. PrizePicks is lying. He had 7 offensive rebounds, bro. PrizePicks saying he got 8. They want you to take it. You see that? Some bullshit.
I have a song for them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, man, the rebounding should be solid here. Mobley did a lot of playmaking in that game too. So maybe I always like RA. I like having a combo, a second out. You can catch it at 12.5 somewhere. Looks like only a few books have it at 12.5. But he had 8 potentials and 7 converted on those 8. So yeah, I would say something rebounding here. Donovan Mitchell's points are so low. It just kind of makes me scared just due on pure volume. He's still gonna chuck even though if he's getting switched on a lot with Dort and Casey Wallace, but just pure volume. If he gets free throws too, could be a sweat, man. So I'm probably gonna stay away. And his lines are just all so juiced or nerfed. So, all right. Clippers at Blazers. Clippers absolutely demolished the poor Nets, man. They were at one point up by 64 points, and the Nets finished with currently the lowest team total on the season so far. They had like 35 points, like some point in the third quarter, total. So yeah, it was bad. The main thing here is the front court of the Blazers is banged up, right? The rookie Klingon is, I think, out. I think Time Lord's out. So, and is Ayton questionable? Ayton's good to go, but he's doing nothing out there, man. I took his live under last game he played. He had 2 points, and he never scored again. That guy is ready. He's already out the door. But he has good history against Zubac for whatever reason. But don't trust him. Don't trust this guy, man. I'm telling you, I watched him. He's just literally out there collecting the paycheck. But he does have a thin front court behind him. It's just gonna be Jabari Walker probably. But Clippers, I always talk about their defense. I mean, obviously they shut down the Nets, but it's the Nets. Especially their wing defense, like on the wing, because of guys like Derek Jones, Chris Dunn when he's out there. Coffey's a solid defender, and Powell's no slouch too for being the scorer that he is. So anyone that's going to be on the wing shooting spot up, like guys like Sharp, I always consider unders with. So 20.5 points is pretty high, man. I know his shot volume's high, and I know he's been getting there. But that's pretty high. And what is the spread in this game? 7.5. Clippers are on a back-to-back having to travel. I'm going to consider it, man, because now, like, with Scoot in the starting lineup, he's chucking. Obviously, Simons is going to chuck. So it's not just Sharp's free reign to green light to go anymore. So he's always been around 17.5 points, 18.5 at most. So 20.5 is pretty high, man. I think I'm going to take a stab at it. The question is, do we just take the straight up points, or maybe we do PRA? Because it doesn't get much RA, even with Grant out. So that's something I'll have to like do a deeper dive into if I want to do the PRA or the straight up points. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I think he has the worst matchup here. And then I'm not touching anything. The Clippers. I will say that James Harden, in my opinion, so far this season has been the most surprising player, and as a result, I think the Clippers are the most surprising team. Like everyone thought they were just going to be so bad when start of the season with Kawhi being out, and James Harden kept the ship afloat without him for that large portion of the beginning of the season. And now with Kawhi back in there, Harden is playing even better at a higher level. His playmaking has gone way up with Kawhi in there. He's consistently just diamond, man. The Nuggets game, they just shot really bad as a team and lost by 23. Yeah, I just think Paul George leading the team really helped him because you don't have a ball-dominant guy chucking and black-holing. Like Harden can now just be like a true point guard, and having Kawhi out there really helps him. So I'm going to leave him alone. Took us under in the Nets. We got lucky. He would have soared over that. He checked out halfway through the third quarter and never came back. But yeah. Sorry, not much here, man. Okay. This game is probably the most interesting game, and then we're gonna talk some UFC. Kings and the Rockets are the Kings. Another TNT game, the late night hammer. Teams only played once so far this season. Now the main difference is that Jabari played in this game, and he's out still, right? So Sabonis went absolutely bonkers on Sengun. 27 points. This is the same Kings squad we'll see today. Yeah, should be another good game. This was NBA Cup game though. Keep that in consideration. Played big minutes. Jalen Green did his thing. I mean, Kings spot up shooting they struggle against, right? Do you ride the Jalen Green hot train still? It's still going, guys. The train is still going. So yeah, spot up shooting. Kings are dead last. But Jalen is not doing much spot up shooting. I think that's Fred mainly, right? Fred. And mainly the villain. He's just standing out there in the corner waiting for the ball. So, yeah. The only thing is the Kings are number one in transition defense. And that's Eamon Thompson's like bread and butter. So but this guy is shooting so much, so I would be scared to take an under on him. He had a terrible game. This is when he wasn't starting though. 24 minutes off the bench, had 3 points. Maybe the under. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. But one thing I'm interested in, can we go under? Monk is back, right? Can we go under Sabonis 6.5 assists?
That I do not know, but I do want to tell you we have 22 minutes if you want to do UFC also.
I'm gonna say yeah, just because the Rockets have like the number one of the best spot up defense, and Sabonis mainly converts his assists on that, kicking it out, and then Monk also being back is going to reduce his playmaking. And Sabonis really did all the scoring in this game, and he only had 4 assists, right? So I'm gonna say yes, but the only problem is just like there's heavy juice on the under. It's minus 150 to 160, so he only had 6 potentials in that game. Tough spot for Keegan with that spot up shooting. He played 40 minutes and only had 13 points, so maybe you consider the under on him. That's all I got, guys. I would say under Singin's assists. Maybe you can consider Jalen Green's. I might do his all points. I don't know, or just write him out here. The hot train, and then might consider some type of Keegan under here with the spot up defense of the Rockets. That's all I got, man. Not much. But let me know if you guys want to look over anything else. I'll probably have most exposure to this Rockets Kings game, and that's the late night hammer, so we have plenty of time to sit on it and do some more research. All right. Let's talk some UFC, man.
Fuck you, Marab.
Yes. I need to do some more deep dive on, like, I've been trying to watch as many fights as I can.
Ricky Tercios? Oh, you've been watching old fights of different guys?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just to trigger the memory, because it's so many fights and so many fighters. But for these prelim fights, to build like some other parlay options. I think the first fight's gonna be a really good fight. I mean, I would have gone with the V, but Carpenter is no slouch, right? Like young prospect. So I might just stay away from this. I think the juice is too much in favor of the V.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I don't know that V. Most Vs win, but
he's all right. I watched this fight. He's all right.
Ulinbekov.
He's all right. Sopai, one of the more hyped up young prospects.
3 losses. Who'd he lose to?
Dude, he's the one who took that. Do you remember that fight? The freaking flying knee, dude. He took.
Ouch. And
it was like it blew up all over Twitter.
Oh, I didn't realize he was a heavyweight.
Yeah, flying knee, right? In the third round, he was kind of like something happened to his leg. He was like stumbling, and then this dude Olivier came in with the flying knee and caught him, and he went straight to sleep. So it's kind of unlucky for him in that fight. But prior to that, I mean, he was a really hyped up prospect. But that was his debut fight. So
right,
I still like him because Ricky is not it, man. I think Sopai can knock him out.
I like that one. I just look at the way Ricky's standing and his hair. I'm like, there's no way he's winning.
Yeah, he's pretty bunk, man. I think he's like 2-3 over his last. Yeah, 2-3 over his last 5.
Rosas.
He hasn't really fought anybody, man. So, I was thinking about putting him as like a solid, confident play. Just from these early fights, Nakamura, very popular parlay piece, but there's heavy juice on him. Minus 575. The Rosa fight, I just think about just doing the over rounds here. 1.5. But I mean, it's gonna be high juice on it. But women fights, that's the only bets I'll ever do anymore. This is our boy Goosekoff, who was supposed to fight Johnny Walker, but Johnny Walker ducked out, scared, and so now he gets Billy on short notice. So he should be able to handle Billy pretty easily, man. Billy coming in here on very short notice. I'm probably gonna stay. Almeida should win, but I'm gonna stay away from this, man. I'm not gonna mess around with heavyweight fights. Anything can happen with a heavyweight fight, man. Unless you're just like so confident on the guy, but he could just get caught with the lucky one punch, done. Puncher's chance, right? Talbot. is definitely a lock in my opinion. I don't know if you watched his debut fight. They knocked the guy out in like 15 seconds. It was really sad. And same should happen here. It should be a pretty short fight. So I think here you can either go under or fight does not go the distance, or you can throw Talbot in as a parlay piece, but it's really not going to help you at minus 1,000 or more. I think on Fliff it's like minus 1,500. So I think the better value is the fight does not go the distance. This Talbot guy, he's got so much power, man, for his weight class. If you go back, just go back and watch. If you're interested, go back and watch his debut fight, which is not too long ago. He knocked him out right away. The guy didn't stand a chance.
Is this another one of those fights? They're putting him up against someone he could whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Figured as much.
Yeah, they're fast tracking him.
They like doing that.
Yeah. Look at that. Minus. He's gotten up. Oh my gosh. He's got only up to minus 1,800. So, if you say the fight does not go the distance, it's minus 345. It's a little bit better. And how many times has this guy been knocked out or finished?
Finish him.
He got knocked out by Umar. No surprise, first round. Who we're going to talk about in a second.
Oh yeah.
He's only been submitted once and knocked out once.
He's about to get his ass whooped.
He's 37, bro. He's 37 going against
They're
one
like,
of the most
take this dude out.
young guys.
Take this dude
Yeah.
out so we can cut him. We're done paying this dude.
Yep. You got a 26-year-old like highly fast track prospect going against a 37-year-old washed up. Yep. I would say fight does not go the distance, or do you not like to add those into core plays?
I personally don't like cheering for that. I just want the win, but
Yeah.
it makes sense though. Maybe as like a side piece type of little different type of parlay if you want to have a separate one, like a bonus little something to cheer for. But I wouldn't put him in the core shit. That sucks. Because then he like whoops ass, but then doesn't knock him out, and you're mad. I hate that. Nothing worse than that.
It's nothing worse. Yeah, it just also depends what kind of ref he gets. We could throw him in. We'll see if it like boosts the parlay at all. Looked out at minus 1,700. Moicano, man, bet on him last fight against St. Denis, and man, came through big. So he's like a fan favorite now. Absolutely wrecked him.
His speeches afterwards, right? His speeches.
Yeah.
That's what makes him awesome too.
He's awesome, dude. But this is a tough fight, man.
It really is.
I want to back him. I really do. And I might just do it just because I like him in a separate card that I just do. I might just do like a separate low unit card of like fights that I want to see go a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily core. But this, I recommend just fading this because Dariush, like, I went back and watched his fights, man. This guy, he's
real deal. His
striking is phenomenal, man. He's so accurate, and Moicano's been exposed, man. I mean, he got knocked out that Rafael fight. I went back and watched. It looked ugly for him, and then he got knocked out by Aldo. I mean, Aldo's elite. He's been knocked out quite a bit, dude. So that scares me. But he's on a really, really solid win streak right now.
This is the best guy he's faced. That Jalen Turner fight was the one where I was surprised that he won. And then ever since I think he won that one. Even the Dober fight was big, but actually all those fights, I don't think he was favored in any of those.
Probably not.
So that's probably why people
He definitely
like
wasn't. Yeah, definitely wasn't favored in the St. Denis fight. Yeah, I'll cheer for him though. Should be a good fight. Should be a really good fight. And then this same thing here. We talked about it last night. Like, we want Jerry to win. Hill has become the villain of UFC. They kind of like that, right? It's kind of like WWF to have the villain cheer against, and he's become that. He's so active on social media, talking shit all the time, and yeah, I want Jerry to win. He's a likable guy, man, and he's fun to watch. He's crazy in the octagon, like the most unorthodox shit you ever see. But as a result, his defense is horrible, and it makes him very prone for knockouts. And Hill has power, but Hill is, in my opinion, he's not that great overall. I mean, yeah, his striking's good and he has power, but the the fight where he wanted to get the intermediate belt against Glover, like he couldn't even finish him, man. I mean, yeah, he beat the shit out of him, but Glover is so washed and old, dude. Like Hill still just couldn't get it done. So I think Jerry has a real shot here. I think this is Jerry's bounce back after having to face the monster twice, right? And Alex. So
Right.
both these guys' defense is terrible. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. Besides Alex, who has he lost to? Do you know? His
Jerry or Jamal?
Yuri.
Yuri. Let's see, where's he's been knocked out by someone else too, right? Yeah, Muhammad.
2015 though, so it's like this dude has been going
and this
crazy.
is in Ryzen too. That was way back.
Right.
Ago.
Right. Yeah,
I think Yuri wins. Dude.
Beat Rakic. That's crazy. That's where we were like, beat Reyes when Reyes was on his hot streak. Beat Glover. Beat Rakic. Yeah, it's just Pereira, dude. I mean,
the monster.
Yeah.
I think the advantage he has is like he can keep the distance, and he's much faster. And so he just keeps his distance, gets in and out, and then I could see him catching him something crazy, man, like a spinning elbow, spinning kick that he likes to do, and bam, Hill could be knocked out cold.
Definitely bet.
But yeah,
personal bet.
Yeah, personal bet. I think I might. Yeah, I would do. Fight does not go the distance, and then Yuri to win. I think if Yuri wins, I think it's from a knockout. Hopefully, Hill's chin is compromised after getting destroyed in the first round, but Yuri got destroyed twice by Alex. So let's talk about your boy here, man. Umar, most hyped up, bantamweight we have, right? He's the cousin of the great Habib, Dagestan. I mean, this is like rock eater blood all flowing through him, man. Everything is in his favor. Habib says he's like one of the best fighters he's ever seen. Now the question is, this is a fraud check for him, right? This is his first fraud check fight because he hasn't really fought anybody like this in Marab.
Mm-hmm.
So Sandhagen was like, I mean, it was just the Sandhagen fight, but that went to decision. Yeah, it was unanimous, but still went to decision. Sandhagen is really good at takedown defense, though. So he gave Umar. Went back and watched that whole thing again. He gave him a hard time. I mean, but that's Sandhagen. That's what he's known for, is his takedown defense. And so Umar could not really get him down that much. But this fight, all you're going to see is just relentless Marab pressuring, and trying to take him down. This dude has the craziest cardio ever, man. And that's the only thing that scares the hell out of me. But I'm hoping that just Umar is just technically more sound and a better fighter, and he'll his takedown defense is obviously way better than O'Malley's, and he won't just like let Marab hug him against the fence the entire fight. So Marab against that Peter Yan fight, he had 49 takedown attempts, dude, which is insane. So we should see a lot of that. It's just a question of Umar's takedown defense and then his countering. We got to back him here, right? And there's a lot of beef going on between the two.
Marab looks shook as fuck, bro.
He does.
He's just like, you don't deserve to be here. Oh, yeah. Like, all that crying, you could just tell he's shook. It's just, he doesn't want to fight this dude.
Yep.
He could win because it's obviously fighting and you never know, but Man, we were talking about it last night. Umar and Islam. I
I'm
mean,
confident in Islam.
you're more confident in him.
I'm confident in both. It's just
Uh,
Morab scares me, bro.
yeah,
But maybe it's just like the recency bias of watching the O'Malley fight.
yeah. O'Malley's not Umar. O'Malley's just a
Yeah,
striker. He can't do shit. You know, if he can't
right.
fuck with Marab,
Umar,
it's just a bad
yeah,
matchup. But Umar's
yeah.
like
Umar knows all
perfect.
about the rocks, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's born in the rocks, dude. Like,
yeah. He's like,
yeah,
why are you trying to take my rock style, bro? I'm fucking you up for that.
yeah.
You don't have a V at the end of your name, motherfucker.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, we got to roll with the V.
yeah,
So he's a core piece, and then Islam, like you said,
another
he's the
V.
other core piece.
He's the king V.
Another V. I mean,
They're gonna
I
both
used to.
stand there with the belts, bro. The V belts.
Yep.
Damn.
And
That's,
Habib's gonna be going crazy.
Habib should come back and fight him. How tight would that be though if they got in like a big argument, started talking shit on Twitter, and then had to go back and fight each other? Dana would
Right.
love that.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, we saw this fight, although it was a while ago. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago. It was a young Islam. I think was it Surgan's debut. Surgan's debut, 2019. So yeah, 5 years ago about. Um, Pretty sure that was Surgan's first fight.
I mean,
He
he's
was the
good.
first person.
He
He
is
was the
good.
first person to take down Islam ever. Islam was never taken down before.
It's funny.
I mean, he had to work for it. If you rewatch that fight, like Surgan, like he tried over and over and over again and wasted so much energy.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is like while he's a great wrestler, Surgan, like Islam striking has just gotten so much better, man. Like,
Yeah, for real.
over the years.
That's kind of the
And
same way as Habib, right? They were just wrestlers, and then they just
right,
turned into strikers, or not
yep,
turned into it, but just added it to their game.
they added it. Yeah,
Whew.
yeah.
Yeah.
That kick knockout on Volky, and
Ooh, yeah,
he
exactly.
had some nasty strikes on Poirier.
Yeah, yeah.
What I think some knees to the head and opened him up, like, and then just his overall punch, his strikes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and the thing about Islam is like he's such a smart fighter too. Like, look at how when he fought Volky the second time, he had that whole kick, he had the whole thing planned out, right? And he set it up and then knocked him out. So I think he has something. Probably his camp has something planned for Sarukin too, because yeah, they've already fought and he knows what to expect here. So strategically, I'm sure he'll be ready for it. So yeah, give me Umar, give me Islam, and then I think what I'm gonna do talked about last night. I think I'm gonna throw in. So we can throw in Talbot. I don't think it's gonna really help you much. I think
Talbot's
I'm gonna throw in the Chiefs.
1200 minus 1200 on like other sites, so it
Yeah,
helps
it's
a
better.
little bit more.
If we do that, those three, it's minus 137. It's not bad. If you want to boost a little bit more, I'm throwing the Chiefs money line. It's the same day. It's on Saturday, so you'll cash out at the same time. What time is it at? It's early in the day, so you'll cash that out. Like Chiefs are
That's beautiful.
never bet against
That's
Mahomes.
beautiful. That's
He's gonna win.
that's that fight right there. I mean that card right there, bro. That's
Yeah.
That's nice. Take
Plus
Talbot out for
103.
me real quick, just to do it. Let me see what the number is. I mean, you want to get him in there because you like him, but I mean, really? Say you put in $50, you're winning an extra like $3 or maybe $5, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth
Yeah.
it. He could fall, you know.
You're right.
My guy always says, "You never know what's gonna happen." He could slip on a banana skin for all you know. Like, who knows? As a joke,
Right.
but shit does happen, and then you're so fucking pissed. But it's fun to have. It's fun to just have exposure to him, just to cheer
Yep.
for him. Either way,
Yeah, I think that's the core right there. I mean, I've already entered a unit on Umar and Islam 2-pick earlier in the week, but I think I just might throw another unit with this now, with the Chiefs thrown in there. to
have you
boost.
noticed their odds
more.
have moved yet, or are they sticking to the same?
Yeah, I think they have moved a little bit. I think I want to say Islam was like minus 450. He's gone down.
Because you can get
I don't know about. I can't remember.
you can get Islam and Umar on Bovada 130, just those two together.
Yep.
It might be cool to, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if one of those dudes with Chiefs and then another one of those dudes, like round robin with Chiefs almost. You know, that might be
Yeah.
the way, just to be safe
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
on other sites, because you can get better odds on other sites. But on Fliff, maybe you got to have all three. But on other sites, you
Right.
can round robin and still get like minus 150 maybe. You know me, I'm okay with that.
That's actually that's a smart idea because it is like the co-main events. So
Yeah, you never
um,
know, man. These are good fighters they're facing, even though we think they're gonna win, and they are V's,
I
top
know.
V's too,
I know.
top
I know.
V's.
Um, finally, let me just build a last thing. We get out of here. I'm gonna build a DGen large parlay. I'm gonna say over 1.5 rounds for the Rosa fight, and then Talbot. I'm gonna say does not go the distance. Give me Moicano. Give me Yuri. Umar. And that puts us at Almeida. Plus 1,192.
Woo!
There you go. Islam, Sopai, Nakamura, over 1.5 rounds for Rosa. Fight does not go the distance, Talbot. Moicano, Yuri, Umar, and Almeida.
Oh man, if you're
High Lake.
Raj Jalen Carter Music, aka, you're loving this. Plus 1192.
Yes, sir. There you go. Get it.
Nice.
I'm gonna finalize the list, and we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna finalize this list, get it on the Discord by probably tomorrow night. I have like lean, solid core parlay pieces to fill in, and then the main picks that we went over, and then the underdog of the night, which is gonna be Yuri, since he's technically an underdog, even though some sites it's even money line pick 'em. Fight props, only ones I have so far is I'm taking fantasy score on Umar and Islam because I'm backing them as my guys to win. The key thing on fantasy score on PrizePicks is you get 3 fantasy points per takedown defended. Both these guys are going to be defending takedowns all fight long for 5 rounds. Like I said, Marab had 49 takedown attempts on Jan, so Umar could have a ton of takedown defenses, which add up, right? If he has like 30 to 40 takedown defenses, multiply that times 3, you're already getting close to 100. And then you get 20 for a win. You get 0.6 for significant strike, and then 6 for a takedown. So, and he's going to get takedowns. He's projected to get 3 or 4. So I like the fantasy. It keeps bumping. It was 115.5. It's 118.5. It might bump again. And then Islam again. He can knock out Surukin too, or he could get multiple takedowns, submission, and then also he's going to be defending nonstop takedowns from relentless Surukin, who's just going to want to wrestle, right? So, yeah, I think the fantasies make sense since we're backing both as our core plays. I just want to see how many takedowns he had in that fight.
Dabo's slipping on there. What they're off. Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at it wrong.
He had 12.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Islam had 11 defended takedowns defended in only 3 rounds. That was only a 3-round fight. So, you can project this for probably up to 25 probably takedown attempts by Surgan, by Armand. So, and then Islam had 4 takedowns, and he cleared this fantasy line in this fight. And it was just 3 rounds. Now we get 5 rounds. So even better. I think he finished with 119 fantasy points. I can just double check. I found it somewhere, but I calculated it. Yeah, he did clear it. So yeah, those are the 2. If you want to ride. I will say though that you're playing a bump line on Umar. I'll try to find some more props. I do these like low unit because you're not only trying to predict the winner of the fight, you're trying to predict certain aspects of the fight too, and it's really volatile. But it just makes it fun to sweat. And we've been hitting them too over the last month or so. So
You actually have.
Yeah.
Crazy.
all right, guys.
Okay. Yeah, no,
We gotta get out of here?
you got me excited about it now again. I forgot until you started looking at these fights again. Now I'm like, oh shit. It's at 3 p.m.
This
for
is-
us, so it's not bad.
For the prelim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is awesome card. This is
Fuck
some
yeah.
really good fights in here, man.
Fuck yeah.
Some really good fights.
Like those
Like,
last 4 are like main events.
Yeah, for sure. Like, fuck the Kevin Holland fight. I'm
Yeah.
never betting one of his fights again.
I was just happy
But
when
yeah.
MVP beat him. I was happy about that.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Kevin Holland. Sick of him. Sick of him.
Well,
All right
all
then.
right, guys.
Appreciate you, bro. Once again, you're 1.5 on the sleep meter, tired meter. Man, you have no sleep in the past week, so appreciate you for all this energy.
Yeah, man.
And we will continue. And then this UFC fight, UFC card. Holy shit. Gonna have
Banger.
energy.
Banger.
You woke up for that, I noticed. Right when we started talking UFC, you're like, I'm up. So it'll be fun.
I'm here.
All right, bro. Well, I'll see you in the Discord,
guys.
and we shall be out. Late.
All right, deuces. Later.